And we are live, I think. Good morning, everyone. Let's get this bread. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Think we're, yeah, there we go. I'm not really seeing it for some reason. Okay, so we got the market open. I'll have to take a moment to see if okay, there we go. All right. Let's go to the charts. Mahishu, good morning. All right. So, Hakeem, good morning. All right. So, yeah, how we doing this morning, everybody? How are we doing? Shaping up to be an interesting morning for me personally. I am watching. What am I watching? I'm watching Meta. That's something that interests me. I'm watching Tesla like in the broader sense, and then Apple. Ooh, Apple took off. It might be time to take. If you're in the Discord, you saw that Apple call I got. I think I'm cool. I grabbed the 32.5. Yeah, now might be a good time. See profit, take profit. I'm cooling with that for now. It's testing this upper side trend line. Yeah, I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna sell out of that right now. I'm cool with early morning profit right at open. See if we can get that order filled. Oh, they're trying to sell it off. Hold on, yeah, let me lock in these profits from this Apple swing. Yo, they are trying to sell it off. I need them to run it back up. This is why I like to take profits at open. But they're really trying to run it down. I think I just lost out on about $25 just cause here, let's see it on a lower time frame. Good morning, Tatiana. Good morning, Angie B. Hey. Yeah, let's see if we can actually get back up on Apple. That way I don't have to lose all my profit. Drop down to a lower time frame. I mean, it looks good. I might still get filled. Let's see. So we can alert the Discord. All right, I got filled. Nothing like a little profit to start the week off. So I don't remember what we bought in for, but made like, I think that was about like 100 to 1 or 263. Share that with the Discord real quick that we just took profit on that. Then we'll start doing some scouting for the day. Angie B, hey, welcome to the family. Pumped to see we got another member in the mix. All right, hold on, let me share that with the. Oh, also Angie B, I don't know if you have Instagram, but hey, reach out to me on Instagram. I'll make sure you have a membership role in the Discord as well. Because there's not really a way for me to connect members on YouTube to being members on in the Discord. So yeah, shoot me a message on or DM on Instagram if you have Instagram. So Okay, let me shoot this alert out. Oh, it's actually 92 to about 263. But Apple can definitely run some more. But whenever I see profit like that, I like to lock it in. All right. So got that taken care of. We're locked in here. All right. So Tatiana said I've got some big moves planned for this week. Plan on getting out of what is? Let me see what BAP is real quick. Oh yes, look on a higher time frame first off. So BAP. Credit Corp. Okay. Oh, XOM is Flex. That logo looks like almost like what Meta used to look like. Oh, this also something I'm seeing right here while we're going over this. This trend line or this 200 EMA right here, potential good area for a short for NVIDIA. I'm kind of bearish on NVIDIA, so I think I really like the idea of if we come up and touch this trend line. Oh, wait, hold up. If we come up and touch this trend line right here, I like the idea of a short. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know. Okay, I already have an alert on that trend line, so. I think I may play a little risky today when it comes to the small account. See what just cuz it's just cuz we got some time for the week. All right, so looking just got a touch. I'm going to go for a 111 put. 111 put for this week. Spent about, I think, $32 on it. I'm not going to watch it too heavily, but I feel like that's going to be feel like that's a good short. I personally, like a target I was looking for it to come to earlier today was about 414. Don't know if it'll make that move today. This is just kind of me being optimistic. When you see stuff like this, sometimes you have to take advantage of it. So I'm just shooting. It's kind of like high risk, but there's also a lot there. So we'll see what comes of it. All right, so back to looking at Flex. What is Flex? Flex Limited. Okay, I don't really know anything about it, but let's see. In the last one was Reddit. He said, and get into some dividend stocks. All right, I'm gonna say one dividend stock I really like right now, Estee Lauder EL. That one is that one looks really good to me. Still at these. I know it's kind of popped a little off the ground, but it still looks really good to me. Jorman, good morning. Oh, Rick, good morning. Sorry, I'm feel like a lot's going on right here at Open. So yeah, let's zoom out. Let's look at things on the 30. Slow things down. Oh, hey, love to hear it, Tatiana. I mean, there's no guarantees we're all down from here. Here, let me set an adequate stop for this real quick, just to make sure. All right, so sometimes when it comes to me sometimes I'll use I'll use one of these fib levels as a stop loss. I'm not like too worried about this going against me at the start of the day right now, just because it's Monday. Got a little bit more time in the contracts, so I have a little bit more time. Here, let me move it a little past that. But that is, yeah, kind of how that goes. All right, so Hayden, so what's the move for today? So don't fully know what the move is for today. So on my other accounts, I already took profits on a trade from Apple that I swung over this weekend. It was like $93 to about $250. And then I grabbed a 111 put that expires this week on NVIDIA. This is kind of the area I'd be targeting right here, this gap fill right here. And I'm playing it off this trend line. I feel like this is a really good place to short because NVIDIA, we got a cross to the downside on the, here, let's see how we're looking on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart, I mean, it looks like we're just kind of rejecting right here. On the 1-hour chart, we recently got a cross to the downside and we're getting our retest, which would make this once again a good area to kind of play for downside. And it looks like we're headed on our way to cross down. Like, so personally, when it comes down to the poll I asked, is the market closing red or green today? I'm personally leaning towards red. But some things I see that look bullish today outside of that are going to be Tesla, Meta, and Apple. So I think ultimately we'll have to watch those. And then we also have Fed Chair Powell speaking about two hours before market close today. So we have to be on the lookout for all that. And then we also get some data in 3 minutes. The data was, let me see. Yeah, we get Chicago PMI in about 2 minutes. But yeah, we got a quick little movement up here. I'm really interested to see if the SPY continues making its way down. This 570 is kind of a key level right now, and then below that, it'll be a kind of this. If we break below this 570 level or break below this EMA, we're coming to like this, I want to say 557, but probably at least 568. So that was my answer to you, Rich AMRX 6X. Yeah, that was kind of my response to you. All right, so something I like to see. Still watching NVIDIA just for the record, but love to see NVIDIA pumping like not NVIDIA, Tesla. Tesla is pumping, looking good. Let's see. We closed out the month today, so I think I may have said it in one of my shorts. I'm not sure if I called specific levels, but on the monthly chart, if we close above this, like if we stay closed, like I would say anywhere kind of like above this area right here, or even if it's like above right here, there's a good chance we'll be at 300 pretty soon. It looks like we're headed to take out this high, probably run a little bit higher than, maybe we'll come up take out this at least 310 kind of high. So yeah, if we end up closing the day out pretty high, it may not we may not get the pullback right away, but on the next pullback, it might be a good point to either load up on some Tesla, load up on some Tesla calls or whatever. Because say we get like a retracement back to this 240 level or anything like that, getting calls with like a month of time, and you look for that $300 level, that might be some money right there. All right, let's see. So let's go back to the 30-minute chart. See how we're doing with the kind of the trend on this. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of that, try to clean up the charts a little bit. How's everyone doing this morning? We doing all right? Hey, Frankie the farmer. Hey, good morning, good morning. Hey, happy to have you here, family. Happy to have you. All right. So we are also just something to note. We're running up on the Dixie. I'm assuming this is after we got the Chicago PMI. Hey, glad to hear it, Mahishu. So yeah, we're running up on the Dixie, the U.S. dollar. This is something that would kind of lead to the market selling off a little bit. Hey, Rich AM, XRX 6, tired as F, off this 12-hour shift, ready to trade today. Hey, that sounds like me when I was working at Amazon in the factories. I know they're about to have Prime Day in like a week or so they would have us like doing a lot more work right now. And yeah, I know the feeling, bro. What was I gonna say? I'm actually pretty tired myself right now. I was awoken by a pretty loud noise this morning, and like I just kind of been up. It's kind of like the equivalent of, you said, how long did I work for Amazon? How long did I work for Amazon? Maybe, let's say, it was at least 18 months. Yeah, it was at least a solid 18 months. It was, honestly, I would still honestly have the job if I could, because I wouldn't work like full time. Dorothy, good morning. Yeah, I wouldn't work full time if I still had the job, but like if they had an Amazon out here, like as close to me as they did in Colorado Springs, I probably would still do it. And just they let you like go down to the little flex hours. Sometimes Amazon is like still decent money. Sometimes I have like more time than what I know to do with. I would love to just work there and kind of, what does it say, like just use that money to kind of throw more money into investments as well. So all right, so bless 38 to 39 folks watching. Oh yeah. Hey, good morning. Hey, also be sure to smash the like button. Be sure to show up and represent the 38 to 39 people watching. But yeah, let's take a minute. Oh yeah, I jumped the gun. Yes, please, let's take a minute to hit the like button, smash the like button. All right, currently a PCA worker. What is excuse me for sounding ignorant, but what is a PCA worker? Exactly, just out of curiosity. Like to be well informed. And do I work now? I don't work a traditional job. I would say 2020, what is this, 2024? This is the first year that I haven't worked a traditional job. It's like I do a lot of, like, I work, but I would say more for myself. And yeah, I don't have a traditional job, but I do work. And yeah, I trade stocks. You said, or stocks took over. I would like the stocks to take over more. I'm trying to, continue to invest in the stocks so they can completely take over and, me not need to do anything. But yeah, right now I still need to do things. Like I still need to build up my assets to a point where they outpace my living, my lifestyle. Like if I'm gonna have some kids soon, yeah, it's definitely not enough where I am at right now. And when I say soon, I don't mean like a couple months or anything. I mean like maybe a couple years down the road. All right, let's get another gauge on the market. So we still got the SPY over here. Okay, not doing too much. Let's look at it on 5 just to, oh wait. Let's get something. Let's pull NVIDIA back up. Okay, still finding resistance there. Let's look at the 5 or SPY on the 5. Just want to take a look. You said that's the plan. That's the plan. All right. So looks like we're kind of consolidating here. I'm kind of interested to see how the day goes with Fed Chair Powell speaking about 2 hours before market close. Here. Okay, Guitar Guy, 1989. Decided to do my option trades on Webull instead of Moomoo. I'm loving Webull so far. Webull was cool. Like, it was cool up to a point for me. The thing that kind of killed Webull for me was when they just like randomly without anything, they just like kind of removed my ability to see live quotes. So I remember one morning, it's like I identified a trade for Meta about to potentially go crazy. And it's like I had like a $5 movement on Meta potentially, but then it's like market opens and I'm like, the prices are here. I put in my order. I'm like, why is it not getting filled? I like was moving my price above the price it showed. And it's like that morning I probably missed out on about $20 because that $5 move that I initially called for, or I don't know if I said $20 or $2,000, but that $5 move I initially called for ended up being like a $20 move, and it happened like right away. And I didn't get in on any of that because of like that whole situation with Webull. And it was like I don't know, it's like I had Webull for years, and I don't know, I thought they had initially said as long as there was like a certain amount of money in there, they wouldn't charge for like quotes or there wouldn't be any issues, but they just kind of removed it and didn't say anything for me or to me. And because of that, I like missed out on that trade. And then they started, I don't know, they just started trying to charge me for stuff all these other applications are giving me. And to me, Moomoo is the same, but with better tools and features. So it's like, yo, Moomoo has replaced Webull for me. But Webull was decent, for sure. Beyond that. All right, so I'm trying to hop in for a put on SPY. So here, so honestly, this looks like an okay spot for put on the SPY. Thing I would kind of watch here is, I don't know, maybe I would turn on the volume and see how much volume is coming in. Because as this volume gets low, there's not, you're not going to really have strength in the movement. So it's like once the stock price stops moving, that's kind of like, I don't know. It's like notice the volume is getting lower. They can kind of take the price and like just rip it in the opposite direction. So that's the only thing I would kind of be aware of. You said the only problem I have with Weeble is P&L is delayed. But yeah, I don't like those delays because okay, hey, look, we're getting some move downside on the SPY, downside a little bit on Nvidia, but yeah, the delay. It's like if you're trading stocks or like just trading shares, a 15-minute delay. If you're like swinging stuff, that doesn't make that big of a deal. But if you're trading options in almost any capacity, that makes a big deal. So you said Tough W said Apple is strong this morning. Here, I want to show y'all. So I took a swing on Apple this weekend. I want to show y'all what I saw. Low key, I don't even remember what I saw, but I remember I saw and I was just like, oh yeah, this was my chart for Apple. I feel like one of y'all actually put it on my radar. I don't think it had anything to do with the EMA, so I'm going to get rid of that. But this right here, I want to say is like a kind of bull flag or a wedge. And so we saw this pattern. I had like a trend line here as well. We kind of opened above. And Friday we just consolidated. So it's like with the consolidation and the break above, I just knew there was a move coming. So actually my target was, it was and still is to take out this 233 high. But I was really just trying to take advantage of the swing. And it just worked out. And let's go back to the SPY. All right, so you said you have a delay on TOS. So I don't know if you're on Thinkorswim. I don't know if you're set for paper trading, but I know if you, like, even if you are paper trading, you can like message them and ask them to have live quotes and they'll do that free of charge. I just didn't like Thinkorswim because it was so heavy on my computer, like RAM wise. Like this laptop, I have 32 gigs of RAM. It's like the M1 Max, but it's actually I don't even think I had Thinkorswim while I was on this computer. I think I was done using it by that point. But on my previous computers, it used up a lot of RAM. It took a lot. All right, Noonet TV. Think the market's closing red today. Hey, same here. So you see we already have the put on NVIDIA today. I kind of like the test of this trend line for a put. We'll see how it ends up playing out. But yeah, we grabbed like a 111 put at this line. Kind of played it a little bit early, but as of right now, it's still looking solid. And you say, yes, I am. Okay, yeah, so it makes sense that you have that 15-minute delay because that's just how they do their paper trading. But if you do want it to be live, you can like message them or shoot them an email, like, or call them or anything like that. They have good customer service and they will like let you trade live quotes if you want to. Or practice with live quotes. I'm happy to let me look at PayPal real quick. I'm happy to see that's up a little bit. Okay, so PayPal is retesting this trend line. So I'm interested to see if this holds up as resistance because we broke through. It was support. Now, ideally, if you were looking for a continuation of this downtrend, I don't know what this line is. Doesn't really look like it's connecting anything. But ideally, if you were looking at the continuation of downside. Here, let's see where this kind of started. I don't know. I guess it just depends on what time frame you're looking at. But yeah, ideally, if we were just looking at this trend line, ideally this would be a level of resistance, and we would see how it holds up here. Looks like we're still running up a little bit on the Dixie. Hashtag bearish. All right, EMA, how does it come to play with the chart line? So when you say chart line, are you talking about the blue trend lines I'm drawing? If so, so EMAs, for those of you that don't know, so I have here, let me turn on the EMA. So this is the 13 EMA for me, this blue line. The 48 EMA is going to be this orange line for me, and the 200 is going to be this purple one. So what the EMAs do, or how they're calculated, the EMA is going to be the average trading price, and it's going to be based off of the last so many candles. So for the 13 EMA, which is the blue line, it's going to be the average trading price for the last 13 candles. So this from about here to, I'm just guesstimating about right here, that is where this blue line's current price is coming from, the average of these candles. Whereas this orange line up here is the average of, the last 48. So maybe that's to like right here is going to be the average price for those. And the 200 is the last 200 candles. And it varies from time frame to time frame. But often these trend lines will kind of coincide, like it's a little different from, it's going to be a little different as you shift across different time frames, because you can see right here, this 200 EMA is kind of serving as a little resistance, but we did come up and like almost perfectly touch the trend line. So when it comes to them in relation, doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship or relation, but usually there is going to be like an area of resistance, and usually the more of them that kind of line up, the stronger that area of resistance, I would say. I mean, I don't typically like to, sometimes I'm okay with it, but I don't typically like to have all of these lines at the same time. Like sometimes I'll have more trend lines, and whenever I have a lot of trend lines, it's almost like too much for me to look at. Like over here, you can see on the 30 minutes, you have a 200, which is a really strong EMA normally, and then we have a couple other EMAs, and then we have this trend line right here that I drew myself. So honestly, when it comes to your trend lines, that's going to be a little bit more dependent on your practice and how, I guess, good you are at drawing trend lines. That's just something you have to practice over time. There's not like an exact way to draw them, but it starts making sense over time. So if you don't know how to draw trend lines, the best thing you can do is draw trend lines and then just kind of see how they perform. But I don't even know where I was going with that. But basically, yeah, practice drawing your trend lines. EMAs, they're not going to be exact. You're not going to know what time frame it's on. EMAs kind of like, they're there for support, but I don't necessarily live by them. But one thing I do like that does bring me a little bit more confidence sometimes is maybe if I'm in a trade and I see something like you get a cross of the 13 and the 48 to the upside or the downside, this is like another, this happening right here is like, oh, this is bearish. Whenever the 13 crosses below the 48, or whenever it crosses above, that's bullish. I don't know. It's like little stuff like that. So it looks like Nvidia is moving favorably. Once again, ideally, I would see it down here, but we will see. I'm actually down $1 on that put I grabbed, but from where I entered, I should be up. That's just the power of theta and how far of the money I got. Guitar guy, I need to quit trading AT&T, but I keep winning the trade, so I mean, hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, man. It's like it doesn't matter if you're like if it's not as big as you want. If you can be consistent with it, you can scale that up over time. They say Rome wasn't built in one night. And then it's like honestly taking these big trades that get you these huge profit off of one trade. I feel like honestly that's like the worst thing you can do for your psychology. Because it's like the idea of, hey, I'm going to make it back all in one trade. Oh, those are the people that end up, not doing so well mentally. They like it affects them a lot more. And then it's like they don't appreciate the profits. But whenever they take the losses, it's bad. All right, let's see. I feel like my metabolism is working overtime. I like just ate, but I'm hungry again. All right, so I see a little selling off on Apple, a little bit, a little selling off on Meta. Yeah, we'll see how we do today. We'll see. It's one other thing to watch out for. Today is the last day of the month. All right. They say the month of September is usually bearish. Here, let's get a quick gauge on how we're doing for the month. We also have Fed Chair Powell speaking. Honestly, everything looks bullish to me, just the way things have been. But I just want to kind of help you guys be aware. We're currently at 570. If they can sell us off to, let's say 560, if they sell us off to 560 even, that's technically still in trend. That's still like in line with the trend. So that's like hyper speculation right there. But it's not out of the question. Just want y'all to be aware of that. Anything can happen. Yeah, anything can happen. Give me a moment. I'm going to open the window. It's kind of dark in my room right now. Yes, sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's finally starting to like cool off a little bit in the mornings in Texas. It's nice. You can do things outside. All right, Tatiana said, I'm in the same situation as Guitar Guy with XOM. Let's see how Exxon is doing right now. Now, let's see I'm on the monthly chart. I remember during COVID when Exxon was like down here, I was like, yo, I guess I was still too new to the market, but I was like, yeah, there is no way this is coming back. There was actually this dude, I would actually consider him more of a mentor of mine. He used to run a hedge fund, and he was like, he was talking about how he was buying into Exxon at these levels. But I was thinking, I don't think it's going to do so well. I was like, with the rise of EVs and, I thought I knew everything. I was like, oh yeah, with the rise of EVs and everything, it's like, oh yeah, we're not going to be needing oil, but it's looking like there is always going to be some sort of need for oil. And just kind of looking at it, it's at all-time highs right now anyway. So I'm sure he made out like a bandit. And yeah, I know he was still adding up here in the 70s as well. So yeah, Exxon, interesting. All right, guitar guy. Oh, haven't tried XOM yet. Just trying to build on. Hey, Tesla is. Ooh, look at Tesla. Where's their monthly? Where's their 200? Do I have it turned it off? Oh, is it not? Maybe they don't have enough candles. Are they too new for that? Let's go to a weekly. Yeah, they got it on the weekly. Yeah, Tesla is back in a uptrend. Love to see it. Big time love to see it. My Oxy calls green. Time to, yes sir. Yeah, move that stop loss up. Love to see it. All right, so what's going on? Let's take a look at the cues today. Is that a question or is that a statement? When you say how you lock in profits on Webull without closing the trade out, that's the way you said that. It seems like it's a statement, but I'm gonna answer it like it's a question. So yeah, like when it comes to tough. Oh, okay. So when it comes to tough W70, he said his calls are green. It's time to move his stop loss up. That's pretty much what you would want to do. Is you would have a stop loss, and let's say you got in at $30 and the contract is worth $50 now. Maybe you want to move that stop loss up to 40, so you have like $10 of protection, and you're still in for upside. So it's like as it continues to move in your favor, as you are more profitable on it, you move it up. You move up your stop loss. Some downsides to it is you may miss out on potential upside because it may come and hit your stop loss and then take off. But it's good because you're still, it's better to lock in a little profit than no profit, or it's better to not lose than to lose big. So yeah, that would be kind of how you did it. Is you just want to make sure that you actually have some stop losses. Like when you see profit, you can sell and take profit, or just make sure you have your stop loss set to do it for you. Am I cooked on SPY twin for a put? Here, let's look on SPY. So here, let me actually look again. So there was an increase in volume right there. I mean, so we got an increase in volume a little bit ago, but that kind of pushed things up. I mean, right now, here, let's see. I would say it's kind of too soon. Like right now on the day, it looks like it's trying to push up. Say we have resistance kind of up here at this Like 165 level is where I would kind of put it on the day. That would be my ideal level to short from. Or if we broke above that, I honestly I wouldn't play calls if we broke above that, but that would be kind of my level where I would like to short from. Or maybe like even if we came and ran up here, but here let's see. Oh, drew that kind of wrong. I mean things are still selling off. Hold up, let's see. I mean it's not moving crazy amount. Yeah, we got Nvidia still selling off. If you look at the SPY on the 15, I mean it looks like since market open it's still like everything is black aside from this first candle going up, but we're kind of in the range. Let's look on a 10. I mean, I see a downtrend. It may not be moving at like a nice pace, but I see a downtrend. We'll see how this trend holds up because I also see like a little bit of an uptrend right here. We'll see how long we stay in this range. Let's try to shorten that up for now. Yeah, we'll kind of see what comes out for that. All right. Your travesty. I'm concerned China's stimulus going to push markets up. Honestly, yeah, it's like there's always something. It's so hard to trade right now because of all the news. Like I prefer to swing trades, and it's like all this news and everything going on. It makes it very difficult for me to trade the way that I actually like to trade. Tatiana, I'm buying an EL call, 108 strike, expiration 10/11. So next week, honestly, here let's see what that looks like. So you're paying once. Actually, you told me how much you paid for the strike. So let me just see. Let me check the price movement. I know they're moving up because the stimulus in China benefits Estee Lauder. So like when you asked like what was going on, that was part of what was going on was the stimulus in China. Here, let's actually zoom out, go to a day. I mean, we got some gaps, but let's go back to the 4 hour. I mean, it definitely. Wait, you said 108. Okay, yeah, 108. That seems a lot more doable. It's like we crossed over here. We're above the 200. Let's go to a 1 hour. Still looking good. Yeah, let's see. Can push up and make some new highs on this. You know, we might be looking good there. We'll kind of see. Hopefully this doesn't end up being like a double top situation where it is, but it definitely has potential. Pay 135. Not honestly, it shouldn't be too much worse. But yeah, as long as we keep the progress right here on Estee Lauder, yeah, that's potentially money. We'll have to really just have to see what comes of that. So Apple kind of selling off its gains. I mean, it's still up a decent amount. And then Tesla selling off its gains is getting closer to break even. All right, so let's go back to where we at. Go back to the SPY. All right, so it's, hey, maybe if we, here, what time frame was that on a 10? Yeah, maybe if we get a break right here, you'll get like stronger selling. We'll just see kind of what happens. All right, Angie. Matthew, on your list that you provide, are you meaning support could? Okay, so meaning that support could potentially represent a put and or the resistance potentially represent. So honestly, they could represent both. So here, let's talk about this right here. So when I call support and resistance, it's not going to be trend lines. It's going to be like more straight line. But we're going to look at these trend lines and we're going to call this resistance up here. And we're going to call this support. So ideally, looking at support and resistance, once you have it identified, this is support right here, or this is resistance up here. So ideally, at resistance, that would be a good level to short it. That's going to be the area where it's going to be good to look for downside. But it's like, all right, maybe it comes up to resistance and then, okay, we got a candle that just closed above resistance. That's also going to serve as a breakout level. So it's like, okay, we got a complete candle above resistance, kind of like right here. It looks like we might potentially get a candle that closes below support. It's like once that happens, it's like, all right, now that level that was holding here. Actually, let me continue to use this resistance as an example so you don't get confused. So we're looking at getting a short here, buying a put, but you notice, oh, we actually broke above and we held above it. So now that we broke above this was a strong area to kind of sell off. Now it's like, oh, this is a breakout area. Now that we got above this area, there is likely to be volume that will push it up. So that's when you get a call. And then the same to the downside, like looking at this as an area of support. Like say, let's come down to the 5 minutes. Say we end up getting kind of a close below here or a complete candle below here. There's a good chance we're just going to have like a quick little sell-off. So that's why if you break through it, that's when you would want to get a put. So like right here, this candle is looking very, very close to like put territory. But I would kind of want to see how this closes and see how the next one looks as well. That's why I don't necessarily say buy calls or buy puts at support and resistance. I just try to tell you how to play it, and ultimately you have to use your judgment for that. Brandon, good morning. Good morning. All right. Matthew, any thoughts on which stocks to look at with that strike brewing at the ports? Honestly, not necessarily. It'll eventually affect everything if it really holds up, if they don't pass anything. So it'll eventually affect everything. There was a company that was, it was like Nordic something tankers or something. I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a good idea. It's like I would have to see something first. Oh, I want to say it was Nat. Yeah, it was like Nordic American tankers or something. Let's see how they're doing. I'm not sure if this really affected them right now. They're still trading the same. But there was a point, like during COVID, when they were getting a lot of, oh, hold up. This looks like, this is what a break of support would kind of look like. Oh, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it closes out. It could be a fake out. Hold on. All right, so yeah, just based off the trend we drew, this would be a break of support. So we would expect an increase in volume and selling off right here, kind of how it's looking like it's doing. Let's see how this next candle is. This looks like, hey, yeah, I would grab a put here and try to play because we're probably going to see a little bit more volume, but we'll see how this candle goes because we're on the 5 minute. It's like maybe we get a retest right here and then it comes down some more. But yeah, that it looks like we're kind of go for downside on this SPY now because we broke. I would say this is a break of support. All right, I was close to break even on AT&T. I bought a call for a strike price at 22 expiring. Now the stock decides to pull back some. Yeah, that's stocks, man. That's all I can say. Stocks. The better we get at analyzing the trend, the better we get at kind of seeing that stuff. But sometimes, all right, Angie. So like, I don't know if you're seeing this, but like, this is what I mean by like the support. It's like we broke support. We kind of got confirmation on this next candle. And notice we are getting more volume on this candle right here, which is pushing the price down. So right here, we may have looked for it to go back up and test the next line. But we kind of got some, it's this candle we broke and we like closed out here. So this is when you would, this is why you would start looking for a put because that wasn't holding up and there's like it was a key level. So there are more people that are going to sell it off. But now we're getting our retest. I still wouldn't trust this because it's a retest. You know, we might be coming up to retest this. Ultimately, it's going to depend on what this looks like. It's like maybe we even come up here to retest the top, but I would still expect the downtrend to continue. All right, I believe it's supposed to happen tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see if they pass anything. If they don't, hey, that would be a good reason for things to come down. So we'll have to see. And then Enron was long before I started trading, so I can't tell you like too much about it. I know, hey, they cooked their numbers, but beyond that, I can't really tell you too much or anything about what it was like during that period. I just know that it's like financially kind of destroyed some people. And yeah, I was just a baby. Like I was born in 97, so Casey, good morning. Hope all is well. I won't be able to stay today. Hey, bless you, Casey. Yeah, I hope you have a blessed day. Appreciate you hopping in, saying what's up. Yeah, I think it was the 90s or 2000s. Yeah, Enron. Let's see when Enron occurred. So yeah, it was in like 2001. Yeah, that was around the time of 9/11. Stellantis is cheap right now. Not sure if it'll go lower. Is there? Yeah, I'm not even sure I'm looking at the right thing, honestly. Google says medicine, cars, toys, thongs shipped in containers. Things not. Oh, I mean, thongs would be among things, you know. But yeah, I was like, that's oddly specific for them to be talking about thongs. But All right, so I would expect the SPY to. Oh, okay, so we got a little breakout right here. So looks like we were kind of faked out here. Let me look at the 15 because now we may have gotten a sweep of liquidity. Let's see. So yeah, let me drop down to a lower time frame. Oh man, I guess that's what happened. It's like looking back at it now. Let's see. So there's a little liquidity there. We're probably going to come back and retest this trend line. I still don't think we're coming up today, but I think they're faking us out on a lower time frame. So here it is. Yeah, so it's crazy. The different, let's go to a 30-minute. Yeah, that's why I don't like trading on too low of time frames because it'll look like certain things are happening. You need to be quicker when you're taking profits. But let's. You said, do I think? You said cooked on SPY. I still think the SPY is coming down. But if you got dailies, yeah, you probably are cooked. Let's see. You look at AT&T real quick. Hold up. So you bought calls. I mean, it probably would have been ideal if you bought them here, but wait. So here, let's see. Which calls did we buy? Where we at? Okay, so you bought close to break even, bought a call for a strike price at 22, expiring October 18th. So 22. Let's go on 1 hour. I mean, the stock itself on the 1 hour is in an uptrend. On the 4 hour, I would kind of watch out at this kind of level over here. That's like the highest it's been since. Yeah, that's the highest it's been since 2021. So I don't know. I wouldn't feel the most confident about upside at this level on AT&T, but it's possible it could come back and retest the like 22.20 kind of area. So break even is 266. Good thing is you still have time on the trade, but it's like honestly, whatever happens will. Here, let's actually let me go back and look at that one more time. So notice how it looks like most of the volume, when there is volume, is pushing to the upside, but the volume being traded on AT&T is definitely decreasing. So I don't know, I would just consider that. It's like whenever you have low volume, that's when they're going to be able to manipulate the stock a lot heavier. So they're going to be able to push it down like crazy, push it up like crazy. just kind of be aware of that. All right, let's take another look at the SPY. So once again, coming up here to test the 200 EMA. Feel like I need to draw some new trend lines. Actually, technically on a 15, that's still holding up. That's just a quick wick. Then we have resistance kind of at this 751, or I would say ultimate resistance up here at 7 or 572. It's a very interesting morning. I feel like stocks are kind of just going to chill in this range until we get Jerome Powell. But kind of looking at the dollar, the Dixie, I mean, it's still climbing up. That leads me to believe we're coming down today. Even if the markets are trying to just chill right here. I don't know if y'all saw the video I posted on Friday, but that for anyone like for you, Rich AM, XRX6X, I would like hop in on Moomoo and like look at that check out that tool. Like for instance here, let me do it right now. Click options and just kind of check where the most options are for the day. So the highest volume on the SPY right now, options wise, is going to be puts at the 570 strike price. So it would be in the market maker's best interest for, the price of the SPY to remain just over that so they don't have to pay out those puts. Actually, 571, like it's probably still in their best interest to keep it above that too. Maybe a little below 571 would be most ideal. And they for sure want to keep it below 572. So between that kind of like 571, 570 area, that is going to be the most profitable area for the market makers to close the SPY today. So yeah, keep things like that in mind. Like if you have an options expiration today, yeah, just see where things are going. Oh yeah, even if you don't actually trade on it, like when it comes to doing like the tools and everything, yo, Moomoo. Hold on one second. Hey, just in case. I'm going to drop the link real quick. Oh, hold on, let me edit that. Let me get rid of that. Up to 15 free stocks right now. Yeah. You just pin that in there. Yeah, just so you know. Yeah, even if you don't actually use it to trade, their tools are going to be better than the majority of tools that you can get for free. Wait, where? I was not on this. Oh, here we are. All right, break even on SPY is 570.60. Oh. And here's the thing, it's like, first off, if you're on Robinhood, honestly, it's going to be like this with most platforms. It's even like this on Moomoo, but like, break even may be 570, 60, but that's going to be like right when it expires, and they're not going to let you, like if you're trading today's contracts, you're not even going to get to hold until then. It's like all the Robinhood, pretty much every platform I've used is going to sell you out about 30 minutes before market close. And if they want to move the market any direction, they're going to move it like that. One thing that I do like to do with the SPY, if I think, hey, there's likely a movement that needs to be made or something's happening, one thing that you may not be aware of is that you can actually trade contracts like SPY, QQQ. I'm not sure about IWM, but I know for sure with the SPY and the Qs, you can trade them up to 15 minutes after market close. So for instance, if you think the SPY is about to move in the last 30 minutes of the day, you can get contracts for the next day. You can get contracts for the next day, and you can still close them out. You have 15 minutes after market close to close them out, because the SPY does move after the market closes. In that 15 minutes, sometimes you get earnings. So that's a way to kind of play things sometimes. That's for those of you who want that, additional risk or additional optionality. All right, Brandon said, what do I think about Tesla? Right now, Tesla, here, actually, let me check and see what I had. So I had support being about 256. I mean, honestly, first level was like 258, but I put 256 because I think if it comes below 258, that doesn't necessarily mean anything yet. I have resistance around 260, but it went up a little higher. So let's take another look at Tesla. All right, so Tesla, ooh, okay. Yeah, that's sounding off kind of hard. So, yeah, I had support about 256. At this point, I would like to see how they hold up. Like if they can hold up at this 257, 256 area, I think they're still going to continue their trend to the upside. But we also need to watch out because this looks like it is a potential double top, and this kind of sell-off is intensifying. Right now, hold on. Yeah, we still got like an hour on this candle. This is like decent volume as well. So yeah, I would really just kind of wait and watch out. It's like I kind of like downside, but I don't want to see what downside looks like until after it's like they break. I don't want to see it until after they break 256 personally. It's like the risk to reward. It's like, had I taken a short like somewhere at this area, that was cool to me. But right now, risk to reward with the next target kind of being 256, I don't like it. But below that, like if we can confirm below that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to sell off. And then I see things like the next demand zone I see is kind of down here at 240, or the next real one, because this, I would say everything below this or above this 250 area has kind of been choppy. So I wouldn't even call this like a real demand to me. The next real demand is like 240 for me. And then there's still like a gap that needs to be filled down to like 230, depending on what chart you look on. Like on the 4-hour, which is like my favorite chart, there's a gap to be filled. But on the daily, I don't think there's not a gap on the daily. That gap looks like this, so it's technically filled. So yeah, it really just depends on how you're looking at it. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can draw any trend lines. This is a little Here, let's see what the 1 hour looks like. Maybe trying something like this. So if we were to come down today, that would be about this is, yeah, kind of like that 256.50 down to like 257, 258. Unless we can do some options analysis on Tesla, but they don't expire today, so it doesn't really mean as much. All right, so looking at the options on Tesla, there are a lot of calls at the 270 level. And the puts, right now they would, honestly, the most put volume is lower than the call volume, so it's like they would still want it like just below 260 if they were looking at it like that. But yeah, we still got all week. They're probably gonna move stuff around after hours. We probably won't get the opportunity to see it on screen today, but Jerome is speaking. We'll kind of be on the lookout for that as well. And then we also have, there's no telling what kind of news we'll get in the after hours as well. So honestly, this NVIDIA put I grabbed is probably going to end up being something I end up swinging in this account. But yeah, we'll see. It's like things kind of look bullish, but they look bearish to me. Like NVIDIA looks bearish, and then we are still running up on the Dixie. So unless Powell, like if Powell doesn't come in and say some heroic type stuff to the market, I am strongly led to believe that we are coming down. All right, liking some of the setups they have today in the market. Hey, feel free to share when you're talking about any setups that you like. It's like, sometimes I can look at a setup in his face and not see it. And then also it's like sometimes we're looking on different time frames, so SPY Qs. Let me look at the Qs. Try to adjust this. Okay, that looks like something the Qs is respecting right now. Say that, kind of. Move that down a little bit. Slide that up a little bit. Yeah, that looks all right there. Yeah, that would have been a good short. Let's see. IWM trades. Get rid of these levels right here. If it lets me, oh, there we go. Let's get rid of that and that. Really interested to see here. Let me look at NVIDIA on some different time frames. All right, so yeah, I'm interested to see how this 1 hour candle closes. Let's see. Let's look at it on a monthly. Yeah, we're still turning down on the monthly. I'd like to see it come back down here. Come test this 13 EMA again. Wouldn't be mad at that if it wants to run down and test that today. Let's weekly. Okay. We have like a tightening range on NVIDIA. Let's see. Let's go down to a daily. I feel like NVIDIA actually has like a daily chart I can kind of tolerate. Most stocks I don't really like the way their daily chart looks like. One on NVIDIA earlier I let run up to resistance at 120.96 and did a put. Now I saw a little support at, okay, yeah, that sounds solid. Oh, let's let this be a reminder. If you're getting ads on your YouTube videos, make sure that you are live after the ads come through. Here, let me actually, real quick, also, Hakeem, hey, is that you that just added me on Instagram? Let's see. All right, I got a lot of requests. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Hakeem. Yeah, I'll shoot the. So there is a free and a paid. I'll shoot the link for the free one, and like real quick. Yeah, I see your message right here. That's what's up. All right, let me. Yeah, Tesla did have a good little dip right there. So I'm gonna throw the invite on the I'm gonna post that right now. I'm gonna pin that to the chat now. So if y'all wanted the Moomoo, it's in the chat, but it's not gonna be pinned chat anymore. I'm gonna have the Discord. All right, so that's the free Discord. And then, hold up. Oh, you said you pay for Patreon? Oh, you're not in there from Patreon? What What role are you, or what? I'm gonna let you know I see you on Discord. I'm gonna shoot you a little emoji with the fingers. Just join using that link, and then let me know what role, or let me know your Discord name, and I'll give you the proper role for a Patreon member. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a moment. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I would love to see NVIDIA come back down. T-Bird, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Yeah, nothing much going on here. Just to kind of update you with what has kind of conspired today. I grabbed a short on NVIDIA. It's like way out of the money because I don't have much to use, but kind of just playing off this trend line right here. That it looks, hold on, let's move that a little bit. But kind of just playing off this trend line. Grabbed a short at the trend line from about 120, and it's currently down at about, or we got in about almost 121, and it's currently trading at 119.85. It would have, probably be profitable on the contract if I bought closer to the money, but using a small account is not favorable for this. So right now, I think the contract we bought, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm actually down on it. So it's just losing the theta. I'm down $5 because we're not moving, but I'm probably gonna swing this because it's like at points like this, that's all I really got. But on the bright side, took profits on the Apple swing I took this weekend, so that was cool. But nah, yeah, beyond that, this challenge isn't going the hottest. This challenge is a challenge because of the way they like to move the options contracts. All right, so hey, sometimes it's hard to know whenever it's actually a real person shooting me a DM on Instagram because I get a lot of spam. Let's see. Now, let me make sure we don't have any more news or anything supposed to pop up real quick. So yeah, we don't have anything till Fed Chair Powell speaks. Let's see. All right, I clicked on the P&L for Robinhood options. Will I be? Wait, when I clicked on the P&L for Robinhood for an options, will I be negative as it says as soon as I buy till it reaches break even? No, so break even is going to be, that's where you need to be to break even whenever the options contract expires. So for instance, here, let's see. First off, let me get these back to a level I'm actually monitoring. But let's say you buy a call like right here at 571, or let's say you buy a 572 call And let's say you bought it down here at 570, and let's say you paid 50, let's say you paid 50 cents per share or $50 for the contract. Your break even would be up here. And once again, let's say you bought down here. Where is it at? So yeah, let's say you bought down here. All right, and you were targeting this right here, even though your break even is up here. Kind of depending on how much time you have, you can still make money from here to here. If it moves in the direction you want it to go, you can still make money from it, because this is where it needs to be when your contract expires. So because of all the other factors like theta and all the other Greeks and whatnot, there is value baked into the contracts that aren't. All right, we're back above that 200 EMA. I'm not, so it's kind of bullish on the day. But there are other factors baked in that, your contract is, as long as you're moving in favor, if you're moving at a fast enough pace, you're going to be in profit. Because where do we open today? Where the market open today? It opens, it's pretty much is close to where it opened. So the contracts are probably going to be down, but it's like break even is where it needs to be, like when it expires. So if you have more time, or if you bought a contract and it ran up to 250 right away, you're going to be up a lot higher than break even than you would if you wait till expiration. All right, so we're kind of moving up. So here, let me check out the Dixie real quick. Okay, so we're selling off on the Dixie. Okay, so that's kind of lining up a little bit more. I don't know if there's any kind of news or anything. Let's see. See if there's any. Tesla's still selling off. Apple's going up. I'm just not realizing this isn't even really a real trend line. But I ended up using this as kind of something telling me to get out. But this isn't even a real trend line that I do. This was just like a target. So yeah, let me get rid of that. Can you explain the Greeks briefly? Not sure how well I can just explain it without showing. I might be able to link a video, but let me see. Let me see if I can. Okay, I'm going to drop a link. Am I still live? Hope I'm still live. Am I still live? Did I? All right, I'm not sure if that broke up or anything at all, but yeah, I'm gonna drop a link. Whenever you want to watch my video on the Greeks, the explanation is pretty short, but yeah, that would be my explanation. The main ones I actually really care about or watch would be theta and, was it theta and, is there another one? Think maybe delta and theta are the ones I watch. All right, so some things have kind of changed. So here, let's go take another look at the SPY again. I'm not sure if someone is speaking somewhere and something is changing, because now it's like we bounced off this 200 EMA and now we're kind of running. So now we're going to come up, test the 2, or probably test 72, and then I would be interested to see how we do up here. But yeah, now it's looking like oh, that was a bullish move. Let's see how we're doing on the 5. So yeah, we crossed on the EMAs over here. Got our kind of pullback. Yeah, today's kind of tricky a little bit, honestly. Still want to see how we do with NVIDIA. Everything else is looking kind of bullish. Not Tesla. Not AMD. But yeah, a lot is still looking bullish. I think it's going to come down to what JP has to say today. Well, that's a very nice comment I got on the Patreon. People are so nice. I appreciate all y'all, family. Appreciate all y'all. Big time. All right. Also want to take this time to call out, I have a short I grabbed on Meta, but I am honestly demolished in it. I think tomorrow I'm probably going to cut it. Like, honestly, I should have gotten out sooner because of like stop loss reasons, but I just selfishly held it. It's like one thing I didn't account for though when I grabbed the short on Meta was the fact that I was unaware that they were having like their little event. But yeah, I'll probably give it till tomorrow, the end of the day tomorrow, before I really sell out of anything or sell out on that. All right, Phil Panero. Oh, hold on. I might need to pull up another tab. Need to check out what do I think about Intel. I was looking at that this morning. I don't have like a full-on opinion about, where is it? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, looking on the 5-minute. Okay, it looks like we might have a double bottom right here. Let's look on a 10, 15. Still looking like a double bottom. See if we can break like this. Maybe if we can break this 2360 level, maybe it'll come run up to like it's not really that big of a run. It looks like a big run, but I mean it's big percentage wise, but actual price moving wise it's not that big. Let's zoom out some more. All right, so it's crossing the like bullish territory back here on the 16th. It's still bullish. This 200 EMA is holding up its support. I don't know. Right now, it looks like it's just kind of consolidating. Maybe building up like some steam. I don't know. Kind of watch and see what happens right here. It looks like this is about to cross down to the downside, but no, it looks good right now. I don't have, it's not anything I want to trade right now, but it looks good. Looks good to me. All right, let's see. Oh, there's one thing I want to look at. All right, so I want to first let's close that. See. All right, let's see. I'm so confused. I might have to do it on You'll have to excuse me. I'm trying to find a market research website I was using last week. Want to like share it with y'all, but gotta pull it up real quick. All right, gotta log in. Was it this one? Oh, this is not the one I was signed in under. I gotta log out, log back into my other one. I don't know which one I was signed in on. All right, we're just gonna use that. Close that out. I'm gonna go back to the SPY. All right, yeah, so it still looks like we're kind of having trouble getting above this level. I'm really interested to see what today looks like. But honestly, I'll probably like stick around another like 17 minutes or so, see if we get like any pickup in volume or anything. Here, let's see, actually. So okay, let's actually go to 30-minute. Yeah, see if we get a pickup in volume or anything. Like slowly tapering off or whatnot. Yes, I love the lives. Continue to do them. Hey, we'll do. I love the time, love the opportunity to actually get to connect and interact in like real time. I think it's really cool. And then also, as opposed to like when I get comments and stuff, low key, it can get a little bit exhausting responding to comments. Because sometimes it's like I'll make a video over something and the video has like chilled on the website so long. It's like, yo, I gotta watch the video again to even know what I was talking about. People will be like, oh, what were you talking about when the stock was at this price? I'm like, yo, I do not know. So it's like a lot easier doing these lives too. Still trying to push up on the 30. On the 15. Tatiana, have a blessed day. Yeah. Have a great day. I'll be out not too far after you. Hope you eat some good food today. Have a good lunch. Nourish the body. Yeah, have a blessed day. What was I about to do? I was about to do something. Oh, that's what I was about to do. Let's try this again. All right, I'm gonna kind of pull this up on the side. Let's see. All right, so I had to come at this with the new account. Let me quickly just add a source. Okay, something just went off. I just had an alert break. Okay, so I guess NVIDIA is crossing the trend line. Hold up. I have to watch this a little closer now. Okay, so NVIDIA broke the trend line, or is testing it. I'm not getting faked out like I did. I'm not sure if it was Thursday or Friday, but I got like faked out. It was like a little candle, like right here. The candle started up, but then it faked out and went straight to my target after. The market likes to play games. Let me check the options analysis on NVIDIA real quick. Let's see. Let's go to Moomoo. There's NVIDIA. There we go. Options. Oh, so there's a lot of volume at the 120 strike price. So there are 72,000 calls and 53,000 puts. So it's still beneficial for it to be below 120. But yeah, by them pushing it up like this, that's just gonna add on to the calls. So we'll kind of see. I'll hold on to that for now. We'll see. I want to see how things turn out with Jerome. All right, let's see. Let's look at a video on the 15. Let's go back to a 10. And we got to kind of cross up on the 10. It's kind of like we just came back up to kind of test that before coming down. Let's check the 4-hour real quick. Yeah, I'm still liking what I see on the 4-hour. I don't know what I do without y'all because it's so quiet in here. It's like, honestly, the silence is like almost deafening. All right, Intel. Hey, Trump's kind of been on a uptrend. Let's see. Where'd it go? All right, so came down here to about, no, where, yeah, I was like, I know it went lower than that. So it came down here to about $12. That's pretty close to where it IPO'd, honestly. This stock has been on a journey. Like, that's wild. All right, so it actually actually it's trading around where it opened up initially, like right now at the $16 level, and then rocketed as high as 175. It definitely got pumped up, and then all right, okay, my issue. Do you think it's going to test the 121 again and fall? Let's see. Go to a 10. It's very well possible. Like it's possible. So here, let's see what we see. Got out of SPY. Dumb cook been taken. Hey, well, good thing is the week just started, so we have some room and time to turn that around. But yeah, that's one of those things. So looking at Nvidia right now here, let's kind of try to draw a trend. All right, so this is a 5-minute. Doesn't really work out as well for that. Let's go to a 10. Oh, we can try to draw that on a 10. Yeah, it's possible. We'll ultimately have to see. Cause I don't even really see. Right now, it's still technically it's in an uptrend on a 10-minute, on a 5-minute, it's in an uptrend. 15-minute, but in a 30 minutes on a downtrend. So it's like there's also this also have this EMA right here. So it's very well possible it doesn't go higher. But honestly, we will have to see. Like, is it going to come up to 121? That's not necessarily. It's like I would have thought, hey, it needs to come to 121 again to like come take this out, but I don't know. Okay, so we got a downtrend. We got a first high. Okay, so this was already sweeping this. Then, yeah, it doesn't need to come to 121. There's not like a reason that it needs to. Like, it definitely can, but it doesn't need to come to 121. So I wouldn't be able to confidently say that. But one thing I do want to say is we got the Dixie running back up again, so that is a cause to kind of push back down on the markets. I think we're range bound until we get Jerome. All right. Tomorrow, hey, appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you showing up to the stream. All right, let's see. And then Mahishu, thank you. Hey, you're very much welcome. All right, and yeah, that's I should be buying at strike. What is Ralph, good morning, and thanks for putting this live trade together. Appreciate that. Hold up. Sorry, my phone is like popping. Let me go on Do Not Disturb real quick. That's why my phone's on Do Not Disturb, because it'll just start popping off randomly. All right, so yeah, you said I should be buying a strike. Honestly, I would say honestly, first off, if you're newer to trading, when it comes to trading options, I would honestly stay away from zero DT options or 0 day to expiration options, because they're the riskiest. They're going to be the easiest to lose your money with. It's like they're very attractive because you can make a lot with them, but they're going to be the hardest to actually get. It's like if you're newer to trading, it's like I think PayPal, maybe Palantir. Palantir is a little tricky. Maybe Neo right now. It's like those are going to be options contracts that are cheap. You'll have more time on them because, say you buy on Monday, they're not going to be crazy expensive, but you have time till Friday and you can buy it closer to the money. If you're trading things like the SPY, these are going to be the SPY, QQQ, the ETFs, they're going to be the heaviest manipulated. It's like, yeah, there's going to be big potential, but they're the most manipulated because the most people trade them and they have the most options expiration. So that's where the market makers are going to play the biggest games. So yeah, I would say kind of be on the lookout for that. Not very red for NVIDIA, made a $125 call, down bad right now. Okay, so here, let's take a look at NVIDIA, and I mean, kind of depending on when you made the call, kind of makes sense, but it's like first off, hey, when in doubt, zoom out, but it's like just looking at NVIDIA, here, let's zoom out and focus more in on it. The reason that we want to do things like draw trend lines and whatnot is so we can identify potential opportunities for changes in direction, potential opportunities for trend continuation. So it's like right here, you see I have this trend line, got a touch here, sold off, touch here, sold off. We came kind of close, we touched over here, took a little bit, but we sold off. Then we got another touch over here, sold off. All right, so, and it's like, it even kind of tried to fake us out and make it look like it was going to break, but it's like following the trend, we sold off. And if we look at the 4-hour chart, actually, as of Thursday, we're in the downtrend. So kind of depending on when you got it, it could be confusing, but looking at the 1-hour chart, it's like, honestly, if you were going to get a call, this would be a potentially good time to get a call. Like, this would be when you want to do it. It's like we are breaking this trend line, so there's the potential we get the close of the candle above this. If we get the candle close above this, that's confirmation. And then should that play out, the next place I would look to kind of target would be this trend line up here, which is if it goes up today, it's about 126. If it ends up hitting it later, I mean, that's still close to 126. That's if it ends up hitting it tomorrow. But if it waits till the end of the week, that ends up being more around 124, which would make sense because that kind of aligns with this supply zone over here, which is a heavier sell-off area. So now it's looking like the put that I grabbed maybe should have been, or would have been better off as a call, but let me look at that again. So yeah, I want to see how this 4-hour candle closes, honestly, because, all right, let me redraw that actually, move that a little bit. It's not letting me draw it perfectly, but, and then let's look at that on the 1 hour. I mean, we're still a little above it. So yeah, I want to see how this 4-hour closes and how the next 4-hour closes. I'm going to watch this on the 4-hour. But yeah, we'll have to see how that does. All right, what is it? What could I do different from the 570 60 put? Honestly, I would look at either getting more time on your options or trading a different stock right now, like a PayPal or a SoFi or a what was I going to say, a Palantir or a Neo, because they're going to have better price options contracts. You can still have good fluctuations. They're going to move slower. You can get more time. It's like options contracts for the SPY are expensive, which is exactly why they like to keep the price the same on the SPY. So, and then you said it expires on, okay, Friday, so not too scared. So yeah, there's definitely potential there. Yeah, I'm watching for the close of this on the 4-hour, but I'm gonna it's about time for me to get off and kind of call it a day for the stream. Get off and kind of do other things. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I want to see how we close on the 4-hour. It's like if we kind of end up continuing to respect this trend line, and this trade to the downside is still valid, should we close above or maybe like start pushing above this? And hey, maybe we got some upside on the way. But I see us running up on the Dixie, which leads me to believe we're selling off. And yeah, gems. Appreciate you, Mahishu. All right, so yeah, that's going to do it for the day. Had a fun time on the stream with you guys. Appreciate the family for sure. Matthew Manuel signing off. I truly hope you enjoyed this streaming session. I want to change your life. All right, peace. All right, where do I stop?